pretty good practice for the offense today. How's the offense coming along?
We're coming along pretty well. Every day, grinding, competing with the defense. The defense, we have a great defense over there, some great players. So iron sharpen iron, and we're taking it one day at a time, and continue to grow.
Why aren't you doing much out there? Why aren't you doing much out there?
I'm just going with my reps. The Giants do a really good job of, watching the workload, and it's kind of what it is. We've been grinding, everyone's been grinding, and I'm just taking it day by day.
You're healthy?
Yep.
Seeing special teams, you spend a lot of time working on pass pro. How big a focus is that for you, and what do you need to do to improve that area?
Pass pro is a big focus for me. Just continue to get more confident, continue to just get more technical sound with the technique, and drop my hips, punching, not catching. K-Falk been doing a really good job with me in that time, and just everything, not just that, catching the ball, balance. With so many team reps and short individual time, you don't really get that much work on yourself, as a running back. So we take that time to, and LY2, we take that time to just anything, whether it's pass pro, catching, running back drills, just getting the hands active, getting the feet active, whatever it can be, to help me make me a better player. We just use that time for that.
Saquon, at what point do you think or maybe it started already, you'll start to sort of taper back a little bit and start to focus on September 11th?
You mean like personally or like?
Just your workload and things like that.
I think we're kind of just taking it day by day, going with the flow. I'm just trying to do a really good job of listening to the coaches, listening to straight staff, and come here and try to compete and get better every single day. And my motto this year is, whatever coaches want me to do, just go out there and try to compete and do the best of my ability.
How much did you know of Matt Breida before he got here, and what's your? I know he has not been practicing lately, but what's your impression of what he can bring, as a compliment to you?
I never got to meet Matt before, but obviously just being a fan of the game, one thing I knew about Matt is that he's pretty fast. He's really fast, to be honest. So I would love to test my speed against him, give him a race. I think he might got me in long distance, but anywhere from 60 and below, I think I could take him on that. But he's been a great teammate. He's been in the system before, so he's kind of been, the vet in the room, someone who I can go lean on to when I have questions about whether it's technique or footwork or, okay, on this play, where your eyes at. So it's great to have someone in a room like that, and not only with myself, but with Tone too coming in, being in the system, he's been great also. So all the running backs been doing a great job competing. We have a very competitive room, so I'm excited for all those guys every time they get out there and make some plays.
In what ways do you feel different this year, either physically or mentally?
The way I feel different is I can go out there and just practice. I can go out there and, work on my craft. Last year it was kind of more of a battle of get to Sunday. That's a big difference. I couldn't do camp, and then during the week, once I start feeling good again, then I had a thing where I stepped on someone's foot against Dallas, and then you got to grind, and try to get to Sunday. Now, I can come out and work on my craft and get better every single day. That's the biggest difference. And practice make perfect. I'm a big believer in that. Obviously, no one ever going to be perfect. My game will never be perfect, but that's something that you're going to shoot for. And the only way you can do that is by practicing and getting reps in.
Saquon, Coach Dable talked about being really happy with you getting north and south when you've been running. Is that has that been a conscious effort for you to get north and south and get the ball upfield?
No, to be honest. That's just part of my game. As a running back, understanding the scheme, understanding what I got to do. This is probably the last time I'm gonna speak on this. I know people want to say Danton and this and that and the third, and he don't get north and south, but I'm not gonna just run into any of my linemen back. That's not how I play the game. That's not how I've been playing since I was 8 years old. I've been playing positions for a very long time, and by no means am I a perfect running back, and I still got so much work to do. But I know that's been the conversation or been a thought or been the thing out there that said about me is, he don't know what he's doing. He's just dancing back there. I'm really kind of fed up with people who never played a position. and try to speak on how to run the football. We call them all pros with clickers in their hand. You know, it's running back is a tough position, but it's easy to be there and watch football and watch on TV or even watching film and stop the clicker and be like, oh, he should have made that cut. There's a lot of things that go into making that cut. There's a lot of things with your shoulder being square. There's a lot of things that have an impact on your vision. So, but you know, the coaches have been making a point of emphasis of, you know, a running style that we have as a team and the mentality that we have as a team. And like I said, I'm gonna do whatever coach wants me to do, and that's been my focus of trying to be the best running back I could be for this team.
Saquon, Dable is the one who said that after the game. So that's part of their coaching you not to do that, not to dance?
No, that's not what they're. So like when he say he gets north and south, like he's talking about like the physicality of me trusting myself, me getting downhill. But like when people try to make it like the north and south, like they're trying to hit, not coaching in particular, but people are trying to use that as an example of saying that I'm back there, like I'm dancing. Like dancing is like stuff that you do in high school football or like little league football where you run this way, you run that way. Like that's not my thought process. Like if I'm making a run, my fault. If I'm making a run back in the day and someone break free and it's in my face, I'm not going to just run right at him. Like I'm gonna try to get back to a line of scrimmage. You know, that's part of my craft and that's part of my game. And so, but like I said with coach, that's kind of an emphasis, meaning like, all right, we want to get more physical, we want to get more downhill, but not saying like, oh, you're not hitting north and south. You know what I'm saying?
Is this the first time in a while you felt like the guy who came out of Penn State and could do anything he wanted on the field?
Yeah, I kind of have that confidence back. That anytime I touch a ball, that I can take it to the house. You know, whether it's blocked up, catch the defense lacking. I feel like I can do that, and that comes, like I said, kind of going back to with Jordan, just practice. You know, practice make perfect, getting the reps in, sharpening yourself, and working on your craft.
Saquon, what have you learned about Tyrod, and what can he bring to the table for you guys?
Tyrod, one thing I learned about Tyrod, this might sound so weird, but he smelled good, man. I don't know. I'll tell you what, like, I tell him all the time, like, we joke around and say he's the smoothest man in football, but, like, no matter what, like, before practice, after practice, before workout, after workout, like, he don't tell me his secret. Like, he won't let me know what he's putting on, but, he's a smooth cat, and I think it's obviously he's a competitor. He's a veteran. He's a great quarterback. I feel like that's someone that DJ can lean on too, and he's just been a great teammate ever since he's been here.
Have you? I mean, his career has been. He's had a lot of weird stuff happen in his career. With the puncture, the injury and the punctured lung thing and all that stuff. Have you followed his career at all and seen some of the trials and tribulations he's gone through at all?
Yeah, I'm a little familiar with it. I don't know too much about it. Like, I do remember a story about that. I know he had a hamstring before, and I think it was when he was in Houston. But he's just one of those guys who come in every single day, come to work. He's a great competitor. He's a smooth cat. So that's really what it is.
We hear a lot about Daniel. There's a lot of noise about Daniel that goes around, whether he can be your franchise guy or not. I mean, you as his teammate, what do you see that tells you, what are you seeing out there even now that tells you, hey, this can still be the guy?
I mean, he makes plays. I've seen it over and over again throughout his career and in practice. Especially in this market, we love to focus on, some of the negative plays that have happened. But that's anywhere, to be honest. But at the end of the day, like, I know what we're going to get from Daniel. I know the type of attitude we're going to get, the work ethic that we're going to get, and the leadership that we're going to get. And he comes to work every single day. And that's all you can ask. And when you see that, there's nothing you can do but respect the guy. And that's why, for me personally, I'm always going to ride for him, and I'm going to try to do the best I can to try to make his job easier. And I feel like if I'm healthy and I can go out there and produce at a high level, that can make his life a little easier. So, and if he's playing at a high level and I'm playing at a high level, and we all grooving and playing collectively on offense in all three phases of the ball, we can accomplish the thing we want to accomplish this year.